Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your one and only Lady Jackson bringing you this particular entertainment Big Brother Naija All Stars second eviction live show as a day hot. And in this particular video you'll get to hear the punishments that were given to the housemates who were engaged in altercations that got physical yesterday, and and the other housemates that even got punishments for being instigators, guarding, and a whole lot of things. And of course that's just what you're going to have, and then the live eviction who actually leads on this particular show. So of course, if you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe, click on the bell button beside for notification and every post I make. Don't forget to share, comments down below. Also share this video. Make sure to watch my videos till the end so you get the lowdown of everything that happened today. Now of course, it is no more surprise, it is a viral news around Africa for those countries who are watching the Big Brother Naija season 8 All Stars. It is no news that Ilebaye and Ceec got physical. Or rather, Ilebaye was physical towards Ceec, and of course, that is an issue, a crime in Big Brother's house. Don't get physical. Don't push someone towards, getting physical. Don't instigate and all that. So Big Brother called all the housemates into the garden. They spent like 30 minutes or more, and hearts were beating and a whole lot of things were happening. And then soon, after 30 minutes, he called them into the lounge where they sat down, and it was so much tension. We saw Ilebaye sitting in the arms of Alex, and Ceec was sitting in the arms of sheggz as they were all awaiting what was going to happen. And then Big Brother told them to watch the screens. They saw the last night altercation which happened between Ilebaye and Ceec. How Ilebaye actually got to the point of pulling Ceec's hair and then having her under her armpit as though she wanted to punch her face or something. And then we saw also where Ilebaye actually pushed Doyin by the neck, and then Big Brother had to call Ilebaye to stand up. And okay, before that, Big Brother had to tell the housemates that they know the rules in Big Brother's house. First up, no physical contact or physical altercation. There shouldn't be any pushing towards instigating someone to become angry or violent, whether by words or by actions, and no instigating two people to get into a fight. So Big Brother told Ilebaye to stand up and told her that for all that she has done, she has been issued a double strike, and the next strike she gets, if she survives the eviction show, she would be leaving the show. And then of course Big Brother spoke to Ceec and told her that for guarding someone into violence, she would be punished during the week. Now Ilebaye and Ceec will be punished during the week. They have been barred from the head of house challenge for the week. They have been also barred from engaging in the black envelope challenge. They've been also barred from the save me, pardon me, save that would also happen. So they automatically up for eviction for next week, which is crazy. And it is crazy, but also the most lenient punishment Big Brother could possibly give this to. And that wasn't all. Big Brother went on to tell Princess and Doyin to get up, that they also instigated in the fights. And when two people are fighting, you don't go tell one person to shut up or stop. Instead, you should either be neutral or you tell them to stop, both of them. Try to calm the situation. After all, it is themselves they all have in the show, in the house. So Big Brother decided that he was going to punish them for the week, and that was just how it was going to be. At this point, what was really nice for me to see is the fact that Ilebaye could see all the housemates who were really against her and all the nasty things they were saying behind her back, and it was rather vile to see, right? But at this point, we got to see Ilebaye crying and telling Big Brother thank you and hoping that she is not going to get into another trouble. Now, many of the housemates were consoling Ilebaye and Ceec, but we could see the fakeness in people like sheggz and other housemates who were outrightly against Ilebaye coming to come and hug her and tell her, oh, calm down, it's okay and stuff. And from there, the show moved on to Ebuka introducing and welcoming all the viewers to the second live eviction. And we saw a recap of the week, which was quite interesting to see. Ebuka was looking good today, but this was what it wasn't what he was wearing. He was wearing something like short and stuff. It was giving a little bit of oldie vibes. Then he spoke to the head of house, Kid Wire, and asked him, congratulations for winning. You, the head of house, you did your best. You gone for it and you got it. But then I thought your job was as a head of house was supposed to be, keeping the peace in the house aside, achieving other goals in the house. And Kid Wire responded saying that, yes, he's all for that, but he's the kind of person that would not impose on people. If they want to be chaotic, they can be chaotic. He would watch them and see them cause any trouble that they want to. That's his kind of person, and everybody knows. And I'm like, excuse me, Kid Wire, was it not you that was like also talking about how you guys were going to plan for people to get to fight and stuff? Because I don't know what you're saying. Ebuka then moved from that to talk to what's her name? Tolani Baj, whom he asked that, you've been enjoying the show so far. It's your week 2. And it seems like you had an alliance that you created within the first week. What is that? What is going on with that alliance? Is it still holding, or you're detaching yourself from that alliance? Tolani Baj responded saying that she's getting to know the housemates, and that's just what it is. She doesn't know about any alliance, like if it's anything serious. Literally, she was just rather denying or deflecting from the question of the alliance. And I was like, okay, girl, sit yourself and do whatever you want to do. And then, of course, it was time to get ready for the live eviction. And the time we've been waiting for came where Ebuka had to tell the housemate that it is time to announce or welcome the jury members. They're going to be 3. And with what we're seeing 2 females, 1 guy with this picture that is anonymous. And then, of course, it was time to mention them. Ebuka then started by welcoming the first jury member, who is the first runner-up, Bisola, from her season 6 years ago. And I'm like, girl, I know you were going to be here. I knew you was going to be here. Oh my God, girl is looking good, beautiful. One of the most talented persons to ever grace the Big Brother show. And she's here. She's surprised she's back here 6 years later. She's even jittering and saying that how it's going to go, that it would be so sad to see people leave. But of course, she's here to do the job. Ebuka then moved on to the next jury member, who is also a first runner-up, Dorothy Bako, from the Lake-On season, as she was also the first runner-up, like I said. And of course, Dorothy said she's even shaking. She almost fell on the stage, by the way. That it's surprising that she didn't know she was going to be here. But of course, she's here to do the job that Big Brother sent her to do. Nobody should come and, gun for her and stuff. And then, of course, the final member of the jury is Mike from the Pepperdam season, if I'm not mistaken. He was also the first runner-up. And of course, he said that the best thing that has happened to him is being a father. And then it is so good to be in the house, to be back here. And it's a show, and some people need to leave, some people need to stay, and there needs to be a winner. And I'm like, yes, that's on, period. And it was now time for Ebuka to shake some tables of friendship. And the one he did is the friendship between, the broken friendship between Cece and Pere. Now, he focused on Cece first, whom he asked a question saying that, you've always been good friends with Pere, but then we saw that you guys had a little misunderstanding, and right now you're no more friends. You're not cool together. You don't talk to each other and stuff. And Cece was like, oh, it's not that deep. I felt that as a friend he could have done better, and then we had to stop talking. But right now we still talk a little bit off and on, so it's not that deep. That's just what it is. And Ebuka, once more, instead of pushing to get more words from the housemates, he moved on to Pere, whom he asked that we can also see that you two are not really talking to her. What's that about? And Pere was like, she told me not to talk to her until after the season, so I had to stick with it. I wouldn't really push somebody to have conversations with them. And then later she met me and said that we could have casual conversations, and I'm like, that's still okay. There's no pressure. Now, before the actual eviction, Ebuka had to move to Angel, whom he asked that, since the show began 2 weeks now, and you and Cross haven't had any conversation, and it's not like there was an evidence altercation with you guys. So what is happening? Is there any problem? And Princess responded that, there's no problem. It is what it is. We're just cool. There's nothing to talk about. And I'm like, okay, because I was looking across his face. And then we saw where the jury members, Dorothy Bako, Mike, and what's her name? Mike Edwards, and then What's her name again? Bisola Ayeola. They were sitting, they were ordered to write a name of a housemate whom they want to leave the show. Now, I believe like amongst those who were up for eviction. And then they submitted the envelopes to the ninja, who took it to Ebuka, and then Ebuka announced that a princess is now the first housemate to be evicted in the Big Brother Naija All-Star season. Now this vote came from all three of the jury members, like 3 complete votes evicted her.